Hey guys, what's up? It's Talia. Welcome back to my channel. Um, I was recording, but then somebody called, and I stopped recording, and I don't have a way to edit two videos together, so we're gonna start all over. So you missed what I was rambling about with my updates. Basically. We had gone and seen the Aladdin movie, the live-action Aladdin movie, last weekend, and I liked it pretty good. I'll probably get it on video when it comes out on DVD. My only issue with it was the song, the extra song that they gave Jasmine as kind of her girl power thing, to point out that she's very strong-minded and independent. I wasn't crazy about that song. It's a good song, don't get me wrong, but it's just, it did not fit in with the movie. And they also changed the scene where, like, Jafar's staff, like his staff is a snake. It's a cobra, right? And so in the original animated movie, he turns himself. He kidnaps Jasmine and enslaves her, and when Aladdin comes to rescue her, he turns into a giant snake, a la like representation of his staff. But in this one, he does not turn into a snake. He does not kidnap Jasmine. Aladdin and Jasmine kind of go escaping through the streets of Agrabah on the flying carpet, and Jafar turns himself into a giant bird to chase after them. Now, I know I saw something, I read something that was talking about how this was actually more historically accurate about how they, in that time, they would have worshipped birds more, like, or something along those lines. How the bird would have been more symbolic than a snake. But I just thought it was just dumb, personally. And I don't have any issues with them leaving out the slave Jasmine aspect of it, but to have just the sound, it just even sounds like ridiculous to be chased through the streets of the city, being chased by a giant bird, like gigantic bird. Yeah, it just doesn't work for me. But other than that, it was a pretty good movie. Like I said, I'll probably make sure to get it. I'll probably get it when it comes out on DVD. Other than that, nothing is different. Nothing really new to update on anybody as far as work and stuff. I haven't really been even working too much on my diamond paintings because I don't have the time. Because I'm usually, most days, I'm gone like about 12, no. I'm usually gone from about 9 o'clock in the morning to between 9:45 and 10 o'clock in the evening. So I'm gone about 12 hours every single day. And that can add up. Like, I get home, I eat something, and then maybe watch a little bit of TV, which would normally be a good time to work on diamond paintings, but like I've said before, I don't care to work on my diamond paintings, in the evenings, just like I didn't really care to work on my cross stitches in the evenings either, because it's all about light. And the light that I do have, which is similar to the light that I have here by my side, by the table. It's a similar type of light. And it's just, I don't like having to go off of that false light like that. Just because it just doesn't seem, it's not as bright, it's not as good as natural light is. So I haven't really been working too much on either of my diamond paintings a lot, just because I haven't really had the time. And I've told you about this one, about my big diamond paintings. I don't like to work on them for, an hour. I prefer to pull these out and work on these, well, not pull them out because they stay out. I prefer to work on these when I have a good chunk of time to do so. And usually that only occurs on my days off. So that is why I'm working on Gizmo today. And I'll show you at the end, because I showed it in my last attempt at a video, which you will now not see. But I will show you what I am working out of as far as the storage that I am using to kit this up with. But I'll show you that at the end, because it's kind of big, and I'm going to have to probably pull the camera back a little bit to show you. So I guess I'm just going to go ahead and go into the other half, the second half of the 100 questions tag that I was working on last time. Well, that I was talking about last time. It's the 100 questions that nobody asks. So, and last time I did 1 through 50, and I thought I would go ahead and cover 51 through 100 today. So, question number 51 is, last time you got a portrait taken by a photographer. That would be probably, oh gosh, maybe 7 or 8 years ago. Had to be. My kids were still teenagers, and they hadn't moved in with me in Georgia yet. So it was with me and my ex. We went to a photographer. I think it was meant to be for like Easter or something. It was some kind of Easter special. And we went to the that portrait studio that they have in Kmart's and Sears, or they used to have in Sears. But we went to that portrait studio in Kmart and got our pictures made together, like as a family. And I still have those on my Facebook, my Facebook album. It was awkward, and it was just like an experience. I don't really care. Oh, I missed a couple of cues. What was that? I forget. 3:15. Pull a couple more of these back out. Sorry, guys. I had just finished up working on the cues, and I noticed I missed a couple. Oops. I'm trying to pull a lot of these out, just a couple. Yeah, done. Okay. Sorry. But I can go ahead and show you this. This is the containers that I'm working out of. For this one, I just recently got this in the mail this past weekend, and I started kitting this up. These are the large size containers. These hold 15 small bags. And this particular color has a lot of static in it, which I'm going to have to get some of the little dryer beads and put in there. And what I did, I had also got a sticker maker, one of the Xyron sticker makers, and I printed out a copy of the inventory sheet and just cut out that line, the line down where all the DMC numbers are listed, and ran that through the sticker maker and cut each one out and stuck it to the top of each lid. So, but I like these. I really like this. This is a large size container. It's kind of embarrassing that there's static in there though. But I really like these style containers. And it does come in the case. In case anybody's wondering, I will show you that case at the end. I will show you my storage at the end, because I don't want to have to mess with the camera right now, because last time, in my last attempt at a video, I did that and I had to readjust the camera. But I will do that at the end, I promise, if I don't forget. So, I got my nails done, as you can see. See? It's kind of a light lavender color on the end. And I think they call this SLS or SNS, something like that. And then I have the fun nail. I got those done a week ago, so they're starting to grow out, unfortunately. So, yeah, the last time I got my portrait taken was with my now ex-boyfriend and my kids, a while back. It had been about 7 or 8 years ago. We got our picture taken as like a family style, package. And I still have them on my Facebook page. So, just for the sake of seeing my kids have their pictures taken. Number 52. Do you think musicals are cheesy? It depends on the musical, because I used to do drama all 4 years of high school, and we did some cheesy musicals, definitely, in our time. And, like, we did musicals like Annie Get Your Gun, Peter Pan. The way we did it was kind of cheesy. We did some pretty cheesy musicals, but it depends on the storyline itself. Like, one of my favorite musicals is actually Phantom of the Opera, and that one's not very cheesy. So, all in all, it just depends on the individual storyline and how it's played out. But overall, they're not really like super cheesy. I don't think they are anyway. Number 53, is Christmas stressful? I don't get stressed out over trying to buy gifts and stuff. My stress comes from work, because even this past Christmas when I was working at the restaurant, it was more stressful because of the amount of people that I had to deal with. And just the fact that it was busier in general, like business was busier. And it's gonna hold true again, probably this year. Oh, sorry. It's gonna hold true again this year, because I'm back at the retail store, and that's always busier, as we all know. So hopefully by then I will have some help, because right now I don't have any employees helping right now. So, yeah. And also in this particular industry, the hours get longer, if they can get longer than they already are. So, yeah, they get longer, business gets busier. So I get stressed out from work, not necessarily dealing with trying to get Christmas presents for everybody or anything, because I don't concern myself with that. That part doesn't bother me. It's just the busyness of the season that tends to get to me sometimes. Number 54, ever eat a pierogi? No, but I've always kind of wondered about them. Maybe one of these days in my life before I die, I'll eat one. I'll try one just to say I tried it. Number 55, favorite type of fruit pie. That would probably have to be peach, because I just like peaches better. The restaurant that I used to work at, they had, here in the South, we have cobblers. And it's kind of like a pie, but without the bottom. It's cooked in a pan, like a larger pan usually. What do you call those? Like a casserole pan of some type. And it's got a crust on top, and then you got fruit and some breading stuff in the middle, but there's no bottom crust. So they usually had a pretty good cobbler, and peach was always my favorite of those. So peach, and then maybe secondary would be apple. But yeah, that would be my favorite kind of like fruit pie. 56, occupations you wanted to be when you were a kid. To be perfectly honest, I don't remember what I wanted to be as a kid. The only thing I remember is when I was in school and I was in drama, I wanted to be an actress. I thought I could be an actress, but then life happened, and I got pregnant with my son, and things got changed around. So, but other than that, I don't remember anything that I ever said that I wanted to be. Number 57, do you believe in ghosts? Yeah, I watch a lot of paranormal shows. I believe it's out there. And I also, not just ghosts, but I've also actually seen a UFO. And before you laugh at me, I'm thinking, oh, it was probably just a plane or something. Well, when I was a teenager, before I got my car, I was standing at the bus stop with my other classmates, with my friends, and they were all kind of talking amongst each other, and I was staring up into the sky. I happened to look up in the sky, and I saw this kind of a streak. Not a streak, but it was something that was flashing, and it was moving slowly down, like at an angle, like very slowly, and like a very slight angle, and it was flashing like red and blue and yellow, and one would think, oh, that's a plane or something, that's some kind of aircraft or something. Well, and then all of a sudden, without warning, like it's moving down slowly, and then all of a sudden, without warning, it literally shoots back up at like light speed back in the direction it came. Like, I don't know of any aircraft that does that. So, if anybody can tell me otherwise, I will gladly listen. But I'm pretty sure I saw a UFO. And that was in the morning. That was like in the daytime, in the morning. So this wasn't even at night. This wasn't at dark or anything. It was during the dawn hours of daylight. So, but I also believe in ghosts. I believe there's another side. There's, those people who can't pass away, but they're unrested. I believe you can come back. So yes, I believe in ghosts. Sorry. Number 58. Ever had a deja vu feeling? Yeah, it usually involves like a dream or something. Like if I've had a dream, and then later on, like days or weeks later or whatever, and I'll have a deja vu feeling like, didn't I go through this already? You know, it may have been something that I dreamed about. But yeah. Sorry, I'm double checking. Make sure I don't see any more A's. It's a bad thing about working in such a large area. Kind of got to go through and see. Oh, there's an A. But yeah, I've had deja vu. I wouldn't be able to pinpoint any specific instance, but I've had it. I remember that I've had deja vu before. Number 59, do you take a vitamin daily? No. I don't have the money to waste on daily vitamins. Number 60, do you wear slippers? Not around the house. I usually have socks on. But I wear slippers. I have slippers in case I have to go outside for any reason. I kind of keep them over near the door, and I will throw those on if I have to walk outside. Number 61, do you wear a bathrobe? No, because my pajamas are basically a very large men's t-shirt and either pajama bottoms or yoga pants, so I'm usually pretty warm. I have a bathrobe. That's another thing. Like, I have one. I just don't use it. Sorry, I'm still looking for A's before I toss these out. I mean, not toss them out, but you know what I mean. Before I put them back in their little bottle. So yeah, I have one, but I don't really wear it. Number 62, what do you wear to bed? I literally just answered that accidentally. I sleep in a very big, large, like 5X, 6X men's t-shirt. And then I have pajama bottoms I wear, like around the house, but I will usually sleep in just a t-shirt. So yeah. What was your first concert? The first concert that I remember going to, the first concert that I actually wanted to go to, was Paula Abdul. This was in the 90s. It was Paula Abdul and she had that little special, cat. MC Scat Cat was its name. And that was the first concert that I ever went to, was Paula Abdul. And I think my dad took me, if I'm not mistaken. I don't remember. Walmart, Target, or Kmart? I shop a lot at Walmart just because it's easier. And up until recently, I had the little Walmart debit card, the prepaid debit card. Because Target does tend to be a little bit pricier than Walmart. And then plus you always end up getting things you don't need. But, so I would say, and Kmart around here is basically non-existent because they've shut most of their stores down, if not all of them by now. So there's like hardly any Kmarts around here anymore. But I never really cared to go into Kmart anyway because it always seemed a little like worse quality-wise compared to Walmart. Not necessarily quality, but like their store was always such a mess. And it was like, I never cared to go in there except on every once in a while, if I was looking for something specific, I would go in there and try to see if I could find it. I do have a costume, a witch's hat, and a cape that I bought there years and years ago. Sorry, I'm just double checking again for more of this letter. And I'm sure I will find another one when I'm completely on a whole different color. That's the way it works, right? That's the way it always works. Nike or Adidas? Well, I don't wear either. So I don't really have an opinion on that. As far as like tennis shoes, I'm more of a Skechers person. I don't care for Nike or Adidas, to be honest. So yeah, me, Nike or Adidas, no, Skechers. 66, Cheetos or Fritos? Oh, jeez. Don't get me wrong, it's not that I don't like Cheetos. I've kind of gotten into them and what I call a kick. Like, I get on these food kicks occasionally, where I'll eat something a lot more than normal. I've gotten on kind of a cheese puff kick here lately, but it seems to be dying down at this point. And I always I liked Fritos. Depends on what my tastes wanted. So if I had to choose, like if I was in the, if I could eat them, because my teeth are kind of messed up right now, so I can't eat the Cheetos, the Fritos, because they're too crunchy. Let's say I had good teeth, and I was in a store, getting a snack for a road trip. Would I pick Cheetos or Fritos? Probably Fritos. Just because they're not as messy to eat or something, just because I like the taste of them better. Peanuts or sunflower seeds? I guess that goes back, and that's another thing that goes to, if I had good teeth, I would probably choose peanuts. Because to be perfectly honest, I've never eaten a sunflower seed, if you can believe that. I've never in my life had a sunflower seed. Just because I see how messy people are with them, and the fact that you have to, like, basically, what do you call it? Deshell it while you're eating it. So no. I would definitely say peanuts. Ever hear of the group Très Bien? No, not as a group. I've heard the saying. It means very well, doesn't it? In French or something. But I've never heard of the group, of any kind of group named Très Bien. Ever take dance lessons? Yes, I did. When I was a kid, I used to take, I took dance lessons. Took ballet and tap or jazz or something like that. And that was up until my parents got divorced. I think I did still take dance lessons for a little while after they split, but my mom had to pull me out of them, or I had to stop. Number 70. Is there a profession you picture your future spouse doing? The only thing I can say is that I would probably do better with a person who is probably gone for longer periods of time, just because I know how I am. Like, I'm not affectionate. I tend to get into these moods where I just kind of want to be off doing my own thing. So I would say I would picture my future spouse, ideally, would need to be somebody either in the active military, or like a truck driver maybe. like I said, somebody who's gone off doing their job a lot. So I would say that either military or a truck driver. Number 71, can you curl your tongue? Yeah, but I have to use my upper lip to help me do so. And I'm not going to show you. But just trust me on that one. Number 72, ever won a spelling bee? I don't remember. I don't remember if I've ever taken a spelling bee. I'm sure I have as a kid. Have I ever won a spelling bee? Probably not. I mean, I'm not a bad speller or anything. I probably just am not good enough to win the spelling bee. Number 73. Have you ever cried because you were so happy? I don't think I have. I don't think I've ever been. Of course, I don't remember. That's the problem with having the memory that I have. Is a lot of what has happened to me has kind of gotten lost in the shuffle of my brain. So I don't think I have. But I can't say for sure. Because it's possible I have. I mean, I will have cried during movies where, you know, a touching moment has happened. And I can't watch those soldier homecoming videos because those always make me cry. And I'm like, I think somebody asked a couple of these questions to Donnie from Diamond Painting by Donnie, and she said the same thing. Like, I cannot watch those. I do, but I can't. I try not to watch them at work because I can't be crying at work. Because those always make me cry. Like, it never fails. I always cry. Number 74, own any record albums. Not currently. I did used to. When I was a teenager, I had a record player at my grandmother's house, and I owned a couple of records. The main one I remember being the Jets. Does anybody remember the Jets? Not Benny and the Jets, but just the Jets. They were a Hispanic group, basically. They were all like Hispanic Americans, I think. And they sang. They had a couple of bigger songs. But I had their album, and I used to love listening to that album. That was the only one that I remember having. I think I had, what was the other one that I had? I'm trying to remember. I'm sure there were other ones that I had. I just don't remember which ones. But I've actually thought recently about getting another record player and getting a few albums just for, like, just to have one, you know, just to listen to that quality, just the way they sound on a record. But like I said, I did used to have one as a kid. I just don't have one right now. So I don't have any, like, albums. Number 75, own a record player. Again, I used to, but not anymore. Not right now, not currently. Number 76, do you regularly burn incense? I would if I was in my own place. Currently, I don't. I don't burn it just because I live with somebody else. And, like, I don't have, like, a room or anything to go to. I'm basically sleeping on the couch. But once I'm in my own place, then yes, I will probably burn incense on a regular basis. Just the basics. You know, I like that Nakchamba stuff. And it's comforting to me. It's almost relaxing to me. but I can't burn it right now. One day I will, but not right now. Number 77, ever been in love? Of course. I mean, I'm 41 years old. I've been in love before. I was in love with my ex-boyfriend. So, yeah. Moving on. Who would you like to see in concert? I would like to eventually, there's a comedian that I would love to be able to see in concert, but if we're talking about musicians, yes, I would like to see some bands in concert. One that I've always wanted to see for a long time in concert is the band called Shinedown, and I'm a rock person. I like rock music. I did see my favorite band, Linkin Park, in concert many years ago in Atlanta. And if their lead singer had not died, I probably would have went to see them on their tour that they were working on when they were just working on getting started up before he died. So I would have gone to that tour, but because he passed away, they canceled the tour, and so, but I had already seen them in concert anyway. But, yeah, I would like to eventually see Shinedown in concert. I've liked their stuff for a long time, and I think I would love to see them in concert one day. Because I've seen the other ones that I kind of have always been interested in to see in concert, I've already seen. And there's not a lot of people that I care to see in concert because I'm not a big fan of how a lot of people will change songs and do like a live rendition. I'm just not a fan. But there are a few, but a few people, yes, I've already seen them in concert, and that's the only ones that I would want to see in concert. That I've already seen them. So the only person I haven't seen yet that I want to see is the band called Shinedown. And one day I will see them. One day. Number 79. What was the last concert you saw? And that goes back to what I was just talking about. The last concert that I went to, me and my roommate now, we went and saw, it was Evanescence with Lindsey Sterling. We went and saw that when it came down here. It was last year. And, it was a great concert. I loved seeing Amy Lee from Evanescence. Her voice is just as good in person as it is on the albums. And it was definitely a fun time. Like I had gotten my son a ticket, and he came mostly to see Lindsey Sterling, but I went to see Evanescence. And so my son showed up, and he thoroughly enjoyed himself. And me and my roommate thoroughly enjoyed ourselves. So yeah, that was the last concert I saw. Number 80, hot tea or cold tea? I'm generally more of a cold, sweet tea person, but I've also been known to drink hot tea, like in the evenings when I'm relaxing, because I don't want to brew a pot of coffee at 8 or 9 o'clock at night. So I have myself a cup of hot tea. So kind of both, I guess. Generally I do prefer like cold sweet tea, but I will also drink hot tea. So both, really. Tea or coffee? It depends. We're talking about sweet tea. I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence between both of them. Like I do drink sweet tea, but I also love my coffee. So I'm Southern, so sweet tea runs through my veins. But like I said, I also love my coffee. Like I didn't get up until after 11 o'clock this morning, and I still made myself a small pot of coffee. Just because I needed to have my coffee. So kind of both. Sweet tea, yes. If we're talking about hot tea over hot coffee, I would say hot coffee. Sugar cookies or snickerdoodles? You know what? I never had a snickerdoodle up until maybe 4 or 5 years ago, and that was because the location I was in, the store that the company that I worked for, I was in a location, and there was a cookie place right across from the store, and one day I was talking to the lady, and she was like, "Yeah, it's basically like a sugar cookie with cinnamon." So, and I tried one, and oh my gosh, it was so delicious. It became my new favorite cookie. So, a snickerdoodle over a sugar cookie, yes, definitely. Snickerdoodle over sugar cookie. Yeah. Can you swim well? Yeah, I think I can swim pretty good. Not professional level, but I can swim pretty good. Like in the pool. Because I took swimming lessons as a teenager. Funny how I used to do a lot of things as a teenager that I don't do anymore. But I did take swimming lessons as a teenager, and so, not like I couldn't swim before, but I think they wanted to make me a better swimmer or give me something to do with my time while my mom was at work. Because my grandmother always took me to swimming lessons. So, but yeah, I can swim pretty decently. I just really choose not to like actually swim when I get in the pool. Not unless I have a pool all to myself. Number 84. Can you hold your breath without holding your nose? Yes, I can. Number 85. Are you patient? It depends. Like, I think the older I get, the less patience I have. But I've always been a pretty decently patient person. And I guess it goes into what the individual situation is. So, like if I'm in traffic and I'm not trying to get somewhere by a certain time, yeah, I can be patient. But if I'm in traffic and there's a holdup and it's going to make me late for work, no, I'm not going to be patient. But yeah, I mean, generally I am a patient person, but it just depends on the situation. So, 86, DJ or band at a wedding? I would say DJ because you can get different types of sounds out of, a DJ playing different kind of music. Because with a band, you pretty much are getting the same sound throughout the whole performance. So, I'm going to go with DJ. Number 87. Ever won a contest? Yeah, not very much. I don't win a lot of stuff, but I have won a few things. Not in a major contest, but I've won, I won a hank of silk from a dyer. I recently won a diamond painting from AliExpress, which I'm still waiting on that to come in. So I do win occasionally, but just not very much. I generally am not a winner of things. Number 88. Have you ever had plastic surgery? Nope. And I probably don't ever intend to, because I can't see anything that I wouldn't want to have that bad. Which are better, black or green olives? Neither. I don't care for olives. Number 90. Can you knit or crochet? No. Back as a kid, back as a kid, my grandmother taught me basically to chain stitch and crochet, and I never really moved past that. So, I was just crocheting these long strings of yarn. But no, I can't do either. Number 91, best room for a fireplace. I think having one in the bedroom would be nice. But a living room if you're going for warmth and, you know, for family. Because most people conjugate in the living room as a parent, as opposed to just the bedroom. But I would love to have one in the bedroom for warmth and coziness. 92. Do you ever want to get married? I've been married before. Do I ever want to get remarried? Maybe eventually, yeah. But it's gonna be hard for me to find somebody. Especially after the heartbreak from my last big relationship that I probably am still dealing with. It's gonna be a while. Let's just say that. Number 93. If married, how long have you been married? I'm not currently married right now, and I'm not with anybody at all currently. Number 94. Who is your high school crush? Oh, there was this guy named Josh, and you can tell you can tell he was already hot just because his name was Josh. Has anybody ever not been hot whose name was Josh? His name was Josh. And I remember his last name, but I'm not going to say his last name. And he was gorgeous and tanned, and he came from California. He moved to our school from California. Oh, I had such a crush on him. And he was nice to me and everything. Like, we were kind of friends, like in a, you know, in class sort of way. But like, we never hung out outside of class or anything. But I had such a biggest crush on him. And from time to time, I wonder whatever happened to him. Because I think he only went there for like a couple of years. And then he just kind of left, or he wasn't there anymore. So I don't know where it ever happened to him. Number 5, do you cry and throw fits until you get your own way? No. I wouldn't say I'd throw a fit, and I wouldn't say I would cry over not getting my way. Not unless it was something that was really, really extremely important to me. Not all the time, but like I said, if it's something important, then maybe, yeah, I might throw a small little fit. Nothing too big. Number 96, do you have kids? I have kids, but they're grown. My son is 24, or he's about to be 24 next week. And my daughter is 21 with her own kids. My son doesn't have any kids. He's he's adamant that he doesn't have kids, at least not right now. Sorry, I'm about to move on. We're almost done. 97. Do you want kids? I don't want any more kids. I'm good with the ones that I have. Number 98. What is your favorite color? My favorite color is purple. When I was younger, my favorite color used to be blue, and I think that still kind of holds. That still kind of has a hold on me today. Like, my second favorite color is still blue. But my favorite color is purple. Number 99, do you miss anyone right now? Yeah, I miss my ex. I miss my grandmothers, but all my grandparents are passed away, but, I never knew my grandfathers because they died when I was so young. Like, one of them had already passed away by the time I was born. And, the other one, my dad's dad, he passed away when I was really young, like 3. And I remember going to stand by his bedside. But that's about it. So I never really knew any of my grandfathers, but I miss my grandmothers, both of them. And I miss my kid's dad. He unfortunately was killed quite suddenly. And I'm sure they would appreciate him not being killed. And number 100, finally, who are you going to tag to do this video next? I tag anybody that's willing to do it. Because I don't know who watches my channel. Anybody who is willing to do it. If you just want to sit up and work on a WIP and work on and enter this tag, you know. So, not anybody specific, just anybody who wants to do a tag. So that was all of that, and I'm not going to try to go and find another tag right now, but hopefully the next time I do a WIP and chat, I will have another tag that I can answer, because I don't usually have a lot going on in my life, so a tag is basically the only thing I can talk about in my WIP and chats. I'm just going to go ahead. I'm just going to try to get to a certain point before I stop and end the video. So, but yeah, if you have any questions for me, don't forget to post them in the comment section. I will happily answer them the best I can, depending on what you ask. But let me go ahead and show you. Let me set my iPad down now. Let me go ahead and show you the storage that I have for my, lift this up just a bit. Over here. It's one of these. It came in this type of case, you know, the usual case with the color around it. And it's one of these. Like I said, this is a 60. This has 60 bottles in it, 10 per row, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. This is a 45 colored chart that I'm working on. These bottles, they're set down into, oh, that was great. They're set down into these, yeah, there you go, into the styrofoam there. But this is what I'm using. This is what I have Gizmo kitted up into. There's 310s. These came in 1,000 pack, 1,000 piece packs, basically, the larger packs. And I still have 3 of those in a smaller 200 pack. But you can fit up to 15 small packs in these. These are the large capacity. I will link this down in the description box where I got this from. I think it was like $27 if I'm not mistaken. But I needed to have some kind of storage for Gizmo. You know, larger than normal storage, because the regular size bottles was not going to work for me, because this is a large painting and there are many colors. It has a large amount of each color. So I definitely needed a large capacity. So yeah, I photocopied, like I said, I photocopied the inventory sheet and just cut these out. Cut out that strip where the DMC numbers are listed. Like this strip right here. I just cut that out and ran it through the Xyron sticker maker. And cut each one out separately. Sorry, adjusting. Cut each one out separately and just stuck it to the top of the lids. And so whenever I get done, I'm hoping I can just peel these right off and replace it with the next thing. So it does have a little compartment there at the top. That's my extra beads for this one. So for instance, if I had like 30 packs of a color, which I have several of those. If I had 30 packs altogether of a color, I put 15 in the bottle, and the rest packs, the remaining packs are up here. So I did get this off of AliExpress, and like I said, I will link the link to the listing down below. It comes in silver caps or gold caps. For this particular size. I did read some of the reviews and they said it was really good. And so far so good. I did get a pack of little funnels at Hobby Lobby. I think there were like 6 in the pack or something, or 4, something like that. Cut off the extra length on the bottom of the funnel so that it would go in a little bit easier, and just kind of funneled them in. You know, stuck the funnel on top of the bottle. So stuck the funnel on top of the bottle and just kind of funneled them in. So that's my little review of them so far. They seem to be pretty good. I haven't had any issues with it because I did just start using it. In the time that I was putting these drills in the bottles, I didn't notice any that were broken or had anything wrong with the bottle itself or anything like that, so they seem to be pretty good. But yeah, that's what I'm using for this, and that's what I'll continue to use for this. And if and when the day comes that I ever get done with this painting, I will probably switch out that kit for Callie. Even though I don't think she has as many colors in her, there are a lot of certain colors, so. But yeah, I guess that's going to be it for me today, guys. I now have a slight mess to clean up over here. I kind of spilled my diamonds when I went to get something. Oh no, my storage thing kind of fell open and it hit my bottle, the drills. So I have a few to clean up. Luckily they're on the table, so it shouldn't be too hard. So yeah, that's going to be it for me today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this little video. And until I see you guys again next time, if you enjoyed this little video, please give me a thumbs up. Those are always welcome. And comments are always welcome. They're encouraged, actually. I want to hear what you have to say. And be sure to give me a like, subscribe, and ring my bell to get notifications of new videos that I have coming out. You definitely want to keep up with that because I have a few crafty things coming up that I want to share with you guys. And you definitely want to stay tuned for that. Especially since I'm going to be making a portfolio. So, until I see you guys again next time, be awesome to yourself and always, always be awesome to each other. Bye.